There's something strange about the internet right now. You open your feed, scroll for a bit, and everything looks alive. New posts, new faces, new sounds, but something just doesn't feel alive. It feels like movement without purpose. We're in the era of what I call digital slop. Endless content presented as fast food. It's everywhere, easy to consume, but it doesn't nourish you, it only fills a space. And there used to be intention behind what people posted. You could sense the effort, the care, the human touch. Now, content simply appears, produced, recycled, reshaped into whatever keeps us scrolling. You can see it in every corner of entertainment. Music isn't written anymore, it's produced. Voices are copied, songs are assembled by computers that understand rhythm but not emotion. A song can sound perfect and still have no pulse. Movies too. You can watch an entire show that's glossy but forgettable. Every shot designed to appease but not to move you. Even children's shows feel robotic now. Flashy, loud, unnaturally paced. The stories don't hold, they capture attention, not imagination. It's entertainment designed to pass time, not ignite wonder. And social media? It's the noisiest proof of all. Millions of posts every day, all blending together. Same words, same trends, same recycled ideas. Real creators, the ones who still try to make something meaningful, are drowned out by the noise because being online, speed trumps soul. The faster you post, the more visible you are. The more you produce, the more you're rewarded. And that's how it happens. Creativity replaced by repetition. Expression replaced by output. The internet feels full, but it's full of empty things, mind you. And somewhere in that constant race to post, to trend, to stay relevant, we're forgetting what it feels like to create something real. And then there's the other half. The half you can't even wrap your head around. A lot of what you're seeing online, it's not even human beings anymore. Essentially, what I'm saying is almost half the internet right now is made up of bots. Not cipher creatures, just straight up codes. Programs built to mimic us, sound like us, argue like us. They post, comment, share, and fight. They never sleep, they never feel, they just exist. Recycling phrases to keep the system running. So when you post something and it gets 100 likes or 10,000 views, it feels good, right? But then you ask yourself, who's really watching? Because not every clap is coming from someone real. And mind you, bots don't just live on the internet, they shape it. They build trends, boost engagement, spread outrage, and generate noise that looks like attention. And we've started responding to that noise as if it were real. And that's the strangest part. Real people are competing with fake ones. We post more often, push faster, replicate what works. We'll become so fluent in the language of the algorithm that half the time we sound like robots too. It's insane when you think about it. We built this thing to connect with people, and now we're performing for code. The bots are multiplying, and we're just trying not to disappear. Sometimes it feels like standing in a crowd where half the voices are ghosts. The laughter's on cue, the timing's on cue, but when you really listen, no one's really there. That's what the internet has become. It looks full, it sounds loud, but somehow it's emptier than ever before. After a while online, you start to sense this thing I'm saying. The stillness beneath all the noise. Everything's moving, posts, videos, endless chatter, but it feels like no one's actually really there. The internet used to be alive. It had texture, rhythm. You could feel the humans behind it, their voices, their moods, their little mistakes. Now it's too clean. It's so clean. It's so polished. It's so refined that nothing really can stick anymore. People once called it the dead internet theory. At first, it sounded absurd because, it's some late night Reddit conspiracy, but hold on a second and just look a little closer. Does it sound absurd now? Half of internet traffic isn't human. Bots talking to bots, fake accounts arguing with fake accounts, an entire performance of interaction without human presence. And the scariest part? You almost can't tell the difference anymore. And this is what I refer to as the erosion of humanity. Because you scroll through a post, the words sound right, the emotions sound right, but something's off. It's like watching a play where everyone says the right lines, but no one actually means them. And once everything starts to sound human, you start to forget what human even feels like. We're adapting to survive the echo, to talk to echoes and call it community, to share, reply, and engage in a space slowly losing its pulse. The internet didn't die in one day. It just evolved into something that looks alive, but it really isn't. It runs, it updates, it performs, but it doesn't breathe anymore. And somewhere between the algorithms and the automation, we lost the one thing that made it matter: each other, we, the humans. And see, here's the thing: when you lose the people, you lose the truth. And truth doesn't vanish with a bang, it doesn't go away with a loud bang. It more so just fades through repetition. When the web is full of echoes, truth becomes just another sound bouncing off of the walls. A headline spreads too fast. A picture looks real enough to trust. A story feels true simply because you've seen it too many times. I know we've all been there. And that's really all it takes right now. You just need to get familiar, or rather, just the simple familiarity in it all. We don't necessarily pause to wonder anymore. We simply just react, we share, and we move on. By the time we ask if it's real, it's already part of the conversation. That's how lies outlive the truth, because lies travel faster. They're designed to excite us: outrage, fear, pity, shock. That shock factor. And online, emotion always wins. This is what I refer to as the quiet crisis. The system doesn't care what's true, only what keeps you here. A rumor starts, a picture circulates, a headline goes viral, and before long, you're watching reality distort right before your very eyes. That's the quiet crisis no one knows how to fix. Because how do you fight something that looks real, sounds real, and feels real, but it isn't actually real? We used to say the camera doesn't lie. Now the camera lies more convincingly than we do. And the strangest part, we've gotten used to it. What's real, what's close to real, what's pretending, it all blurs together at this point. The internet was meant to open our eyes, but somehow it's made it harder to even see the truth. It was meant to make us a part of the world. Now it just makes us a part of the noise. And see, maybe that's the honest thing about the dead internet theory. It's not that the web fell apart. It's that somewhere along the line, it stopped telling the truth. Alright, if you made it this far in the video, thank you very much for watching. And this is a little, something me and my team put together regarding the dead internet theory and how it's becoming our reality, or rather how it is in fact our reality. And I won't lie, as we're making this entire video, it really hit me different because a lot of us grew up in a different kind of internet, and now we're experiencing a very, very fast paced, a very almost like consumerist kind of internet, and it does affect us in many ways. And one thing I will just personally say is I do look forward to a point in time where, or rather even a reality right now, where a lot of us can really just pay closer attention, not only just to ourselves, but to the kind of content we actually produce, the kind of content that we actually, not only just produce, but the kind of content we consume as well. So yeah, big shout out to my team for helping put this whole thing together. Couldn't have done this without them. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.